Okay guys, 5 variations or a variation for each of the 5 Otago strength exercises that we've already done. Some of them are progressions, some of them are regressions, but they are all, like I said, a little bit of variety, so give them a try. Test them out, your body will soon tell you whether they're right or wrong for you. Okay, so we'll get straight down to it. The first one is a progression on the leg extension. So classic leg extension, leg up, down. Again, I'm not counting or anything like that, that never works. From there, we're going to do a double leg extension. This is a big move, okay? From there, I hip walk forward. I need room in the chair. I need room at the back here, because from there, it's what I'm going to do, starting with my lovely straight posture. I'm going to lean back a little bit, but I'm keeping that 90-degree angle there, so straight away I'm having to use my core quite strongly. I personally hold on, I recommend you do the same. From there we do a leg extension, but with both legs at the same time, so up and down, okay? So yes, it's working those quadriceps, the front of the legs there, but it's a good way, a good seated way of working your core. That gets my back, I'm not going to lie to you, so I'm even more disciplined on this locking in position. So yeah, a big move, be careful with that one. Okay, that's a double leg extension, replaces that single leg extension that we do, excuse me. The next one, we normally stand up and do the leg curl, so the heel to the bum, up like that, so it's hitting the hamstrings, the back of the legs. We're going to do this one seated, so let me get back in my chair, not looking, sitting down with control. That's a thing of beauty. Want to be near the front of my chair this time, so I use that hip walk, which should be automatic by now. From there, I extend the leg, that's going to be work. Remember, we want to hit the back of the leg here, the hamstrings. It's what I'm going to do is curl that leg back, but I'm using the friction between my foot, my very expensive trainers, and the carpet. And from there, keeping my posture good, I'm pulling my foot back. The resistance is being provided by that friction. When I can, my foot hits flat on the floor to provide even more of a resistance, and I'm engaging those hamstrings and I'm pulling that back. I know some people get frustrated with this. I would stick with it. I've just done one of those that definitely worked for me. Leg extended, that's the starting position. Check my posture. Pulling back, engaging the hamstrings, the back of the leg there, back, foot goes flat on the floor, using that friction between my trainers and the carpet. I'm going to get in trouble for that, it doesn't bother me. And back, working my hamstrings. Okay, well done. Next one, or the next exercise that we traditionally do in Otago is that leg abduction. Struggle to think of a sort of a replacement for that, not a replacement, a variant of that. Short of upping the weight, short of upping the reps, you can slow the move down. You're not going to be able to do 2 of those at the same time. Okay, so it's what I've decided to put in its place. It's one that I think should be included in your Otago routine anyway, and it's a knee raise. Okay, clearly replicates the action of walking and stepping over stuff. Combine the knee raise with your toe raise, and you've got what I would describe as a relatively safe step-in method. Okay, so from there, loads of support, outside leg moves first, good upright posture goes without saying, and my knee comes up. And for this one I would stick to the Otago 3 and then down for a count of 5. I bring my feet together, brings a little bit of a balance part into it, so a little bit more testing. If that's too much for you, good shoulder width apart. I actually find it a little bit more straightforward with feet together, so I'm going to do it that way. Knee comes up, 1, 2, 3, and down for the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's working my balance, it's strengthening that front hip flexor there, used in walking, and also it's a good opportunity, like I said before, of keeping those toes up. Okay, so I would include that anyway, actually, to be quite honest. Whatever Otago I do, I would include the knee raise. Next one, we usually hit the calves. Got to be a little bit careful with this one. Standard calf raise, that's what we normally do. From there, the easiest, quickest way of changing it or upping it, progressing it, is to do it on one leg. Okay? So one leg, this one's coming forward, clearly all my weight's on one leg now. Straight away I can feel my body wanting to bend, forget that. Lead with the chest to straighten, enforce that upright posture which we need, and push up. Again, 3, 5, or you can make it a bit harder and pause at the top, whatever, that is up to you. But it's what I will say to you is, it's a bit of an unusual one, because to go from doing it like that to that, we are effectively doubling the resistance. That's a big jump up in strength training, and you wouldn't do it. So I'd be really careful with that. Just tentatively test it out. Has my Achilles tendon exploded? No, it hasn't. I'll carry on. But be a little bit careful with that one in all seriousness. Next one is the front shin muscles. Little bit of a regression, I think, but it's definitely, like I said, it's variety. Good support. Don't want my upper body moving. Going to lift my toes off the floor, but I'm going to do them alternatively. Alternatively. One at a time. That's what I'm trying to say. So I've got a little rhythm going here, and I'll do quite a few of these. I will go for a lot of reps. Normally I do about 50. So what I do is feel that muscle contracting. I'm aware of my upper body, is it moving, so I'm working on my form. Is my posture straight? What I'm aiming for on this one is an actual little bit of a Jane Fonda burn on the front of the shin there. So I'll go up to that point, still keeping that lovely form and those points I mentioned before, wait until it starts to burn, and then do a few more. Okay, so I'm going to quickly fly through that again because I think it was a bit rushed. Number 1, double leg extension. Come forward in the chair, lean back, lock your position, protect your back, legs out and down. Double leg extension. Tough one, that one. Next one, seated leg curl. Come forward in the seat, extend that leg, using the friction between your foot and the floor, and work this hamstring muscle, the one at the back of the upper leg. Back, nice and controlled, foot flat on the floor, and back. Okay, that's a good one. From there, next one is a standing knee raise. That was awful. Let me go back, walk forward, bring my ankles back, lean with the chest, gently stand up. That's better. Come to the back, knee raise, outside leg moves, good level of support, upright posture, engage that front hip flexor there, up, work on my balance, work on keeping the toe up as well. Good habit to get into. From there, straight away, single leg calf raise. Be careful with this one, it's a big progression. Up with control, and down with control. Finally, to round it all off, front of the shin, the shoulder width apart, nice and stable, alternate toe raises until you feel the burn, and then you do a few more. Well done, thanks a lot. Can you